day, bros, frauditors, he puts them on the grill. Stop complaining about your massive water bill. Stick the foil up where the sun don't shine. When I'm done with you, your shop will be mine. I'm living life I've taken in the sun. I destroy frauditors, I do it all for fun. I got weapons of mass destruction for you, bud. I got 99 crumbs, but a gold ain't one. But a gold ain't one. I got 99 crumbs, but a gold ain't one.
Today's video takes us to Chicago, Illinois, where Goat Boy is butthurt once again. Not only the trolls, but the people who file privacy complaints on his videos, and he's gonna get them all. There could be legal action, and then again, maybe not. He talks a good game, but he's full of hot air, among other things. I recommend Dr. Day's Butthurt Cream, but he doesn't want any. So let's all sit back, watch, have a good laugh, and most of all, enjoy Goat Boy, you sweet thing.
Who encourages you to audit them. Welcome to the Glacier Bay. Today we're discussing bad actors and their legal maxims. Just waiting for a few people to get in here before we begin. Many updates. You guys are going to be so amazed with the content and everything that I'm going to be releasing. Yes, we got a lot of things on the agenda. Bad actors, deception, misleading, bad actors that mislead. Alrighty, we're first going to discuss this here. Let me just let you know this much. We're going to be dragging bad actors into court, okay? Bad actors are going to be dragged into court. This is not the first time. This is what we do. So, let's begin by discussing this man here on the screen. So, he is also a designated Freedom of Information officer. So, what happens in his instance, we're going to start him off. He's going to probably be the first one who's going to have a bulletin post about him, along with some key details from his job description, along with what took place and the harm caused, along with the negligence of duty, right? Dereliction of duty, along with official misconduct. We're all going to have that language in there. But now, if we're focusing on this man here, he is from the Oak Park Housing Authority. He's the supervisor, and he had a video removed from YouTube because he filed a privacy complaint, which is false.
This is the man that Shady Shade is referring to. He's the director of housing at Oak Park, Illinois. And yeah, he has every right to take down the video if he thinks his privacy has been infringed upon. You don't have any right to post his image and voice just because he's a public worker, you bird brain, you nincompoop, you babbling bird brain. What are you? You see, he's a babbling, blubbering buffoon of a bird brain. That's what Goat Boy is. You like that better than being the Gaza goat herder? You make up your mind now, because I got to figure out what we're going to call you, boy. Yeah, all those names are racist, though. You know what I mean, good people? Those are racist names. You call somebody a bird brain, that's racist. Yeah, right. Maybe I should call him a Palestinian bird brain. Then you have something to cry about. Where is Palestine anyway? Point that out on the map to me, Goat Boy. Show me where that's at.
He either told YouTube that, gotta run in here to this store. He either told YouTube that there was some private information, either somebody's face, somebody's voice, somebody's social security number, or a unique identifier, some type of private information. But then again, obviously I did not capture any private information in the video because he is a government official, government employee in the official course of his duty, and we have the right to record him in his natural habitat. So with that being said, YouTube afforded me a option to appeal the decision and possibly have the video reinstated. I still have not filed the appeal process. Why? Because first I want to give him an opportunity to come clean, right? So I wanted to go to his agency and confirm if he or any of his employees filed that false privacy complaint. He was dancing around the question. He refused to answer the question. I kind of made it very clear. I asked him, sir, why would you want that video removed when that video, hey, good guy, if you stick around for a little bit, I'm gonna tell you how to get your video reinstated. I got a new concept. So check this out. He would not tell me. He danced around the question. And the thing is, I told him, I mean, I kind of feel why you would want the video removed from YouTube. First of all, it's showing your business license was out of date for what, 9 years, 8 years. He had a business license up that said 2013.
What Georgie Boy doesn't understand, as well as all the other frauditors, is that you have every right to record your government workers. I'm not disputing that. But when it comes time to post it on social media, that's a whole different story, especially on YouTube. They're going to protect people every single time. And those people have a right to have those videos taken down. Like I said, you can record them all day long. Just don't post it on YouTube. You want to post it somewhere? There's other platforms. But YouTube's not one of them. I got 99 problems, son, but a goat ain't one.
That's one thing. Obviously, he doesn't want the public seeing that incompetence there, right? Another thing, he was concealing public records, which could be construed as a felony, because he did not have any of the records displayed prominently on his website, some of them, nor in person. He was withholding his block diagram, giving functional subdivisions, total amount of employees, full-time and part-time, along with his methods on how to submit a FOIA. So what do you think he did? He produced a binder and he displayed the records, right? So it's very beneficial. It's always showing change when I walk into these government places, how they have a lack of compassion, they have a lack of dignity with some of these employees, because he would not afford an apology to me, knowing the fact that he did wrong and I got him to spend money to create a binder and display these records. Obviously, a binder is not good enough, because a binder does not define the word prominently display each of the following, but it is a step forward because he puts it on his front counter. Now, with that being said, here's the interesting part here. The way that I'm going to appeal the decision, and this is speaking a good guy if he wants to follow these instructions, I'm going to be filing, and he's basically, I'm going to be releasing this follow-up visit real soon, maybe, I don't know, tomorrow or something. It's very interesting. Anyhow, I told this man, he just now, by having the video removed falsely, he now offered me an opportunity to raise my right hand up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create an affidavit that's going to say my side of the story. I'm going to swear that everything that I'm stating is correct and true. I'm going to state that I came in on this date, and I came in on this date here to check up on government, as it is my duty. I recorded government officials in the course of their duty.
How are you going to swear to something when you can't even pronounce what the hell it is? Affidavit. Oh my God, this guy is so stupid. Yeah, sometimes I think it's enacted, but other times I think it is real because he's just that stupid. Ma'am, I want to fill out an affidavit. Pardon me, sir, what is that? An affidavit. Yeah, right. You know what, man? He says he was born here in Chicago, but man, I really doubt it. You know, if he was, he didn't attend school. Did you attend school? Did you graduate from school? That's the question. What is the highest level of schooling you received? Oh, that's right. He has 12 years of education because he failed the 6th grade once and he retook it. So there you go. He has 12 years of education.
And what I'm going to say is somebody from this office had this video removed under a false privacy complaint. And that when I was there, this employee, I noticed that they were out of compliance. I may invoke state statutes on the affidavit. I may not. But I'm going to write it in that fashion, and I'm going to have it notarized by a state official, a notary. So it's basically, good guy, if you're still out there, I'm going to create an affidavit. It's going to say my side of the story, everything that's true, and I'm going to get it notarized, which means I'm going to go to a notary and pay $5 for that. Right? I'm going to walk out with my white receipt. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to forward that affidavit over to the YouTube legal department. And now when we speak of affidavits stand firm until the other party being accused rebuts each and every single point. So now this man that you see on the screen here, not only did he incriminate himself, but this is an opportunity for him to further incriminate himself. Okay? Hey, we got somebody new in here. Auditing Mapton. Ali, how's it going, bro? So with that being said, we're going to give this government employee an additional opportunity for him to incriminate himself. He's going to have to rebut each and every single point where I raise my right hand in front of the notary. Notary does not require you to raise your right hand, right? Necessarily, but they require you to be honest and truthful with them. Which I am. So this is going to be the first step here. So with that being said, you see, this is the procedure we're going to next, and I explained this to the man. So you see how powerful it is when you have possession of the auditing binder that I sell for your state, because I'm holding these people accountable the right way. Not only am I doing things that's not done, I'm giving these people a fair opportunity to come clean. But since they have so much pride and deceit, fine, let them be prideful in their deceit.
This sounds like an infomercial to me. It sounds like Goat Boy's trying to sell you Auditor's Shield, and he sells them in 1-inch, 2-inch, and 3-inch binders, one to match every size pecker. Don't be embarrassed if you have a 1-inch pecker. Goat Boy has a 1-inch binder for it. Yeah, moreover though, more importantly, he's talking about affidavits. It's AFFA, AFFADAVIT, affidavit, not alpha anything. What the hell? So you swear out an affidavit, and what does that prove? What the hell does that prove? That doesn't prove a damn thing. And who are you going to give it to? This is so goddamn stupid. What the hell is wrong with this boy? You need to go back to the Gaza Strip and herd goats, boy. They need you over there.
At least he's offering me an opportunity again to raise my right hand and swear that everything I am attesting or I am putting on this affidavit is true. YouTube is going to receive that affidavit, and immediately they're going to be reinstating the video. They would have no excuse not to reinstate the video, because I'm coming at them with a not only am I going to pay $5 to have this affidavit notarized, I'm also paying an additional $10 to send it out via certified mail to YouTube directly, right? So here I am. This man right here that you see in front of me, in front of the camera, he's a bad actor, government bad actor, and he's making me spend $15 out of my money, right? Well, hey, if that's what I gotta do, this is what's have to be done. Okay, so that's gonna be the first extravaganza. Now, as far as other videos, oh my god, it's going to be sickening and disturbing what you guys are going to see. What happened at an additional park district. I'm not going to talk about it much, but I'm going to tell you this much. There was damages caused, there was harm caused, and I'm going to scrape up another $650, and I'm going to go dump that into a lawsuit. You're going to see, you're going to sit back and watch. This is going to be, we're going on the third suit, plaintiff, propria persona. We're not hiring, well, we're not going to talk about that right now because I know these people are watching in the background. But it's sickening and disturbing how some of these government employees are misled and thinking that me personally, I know there's other auditors out there that do antagonize and do, you know, go back and forth and say things that are irrelevant, or there's auditors that say things that are not to the point of law. That's not me. With me, it's straight, and it's a guarantee, and it's results that gotta happen. If not now, then later.
Oh no, Georgie boy, not another pro se lawsuit. Have you won any lawsuits to date? No? Not even one, huh? Well, you know what they say about pro se lawsuits? You have a fool for a client. That's you. You're a fool. You're a goat-herding fool. Why don't you just go back to whence you came? You know, we'd be a lot better off here in the United States. Yeah, I can't wait till they criminalize what you're doing. Yeah, it's going to be illegal to film the public employees. Then what will you do, Georgie boy? Film your auto repair shop and how you fuck up everybody's cars?
This is how I move. This is how my channel is all about. I get results done. Here you see the look on this man's face in the screen. Why is he looking at me like that? Because he's given me a bad maxim, and I made him comply with the law. For him to belittle me, I take the embarrassment all the time. But now for these other agencies, there's some agencies out there that are aware that there's auditors that will come in advance, because there's so-called trolls out there, right? And what these trolls are doing is they're sending auditors information to these agencies, and they're saying, hey, be on the lookout, this guy might come and do this and that, right? But that's just useless and distasteful. Why? Because when I show up to the government agency, I'm going to capture the government's incompetence. If they are incompetent, I'm going to catch them committing felonies and misdemeanors on my camera, and I'm going to document everything. And after each and every encounter moving forward, each and every one of these defalcators or these miscreants is going to cost me $15 for each government agency that I go to. As a matter of fact, it's going to cost me $5 if they want to act like defalcators. If they want to violate the law, I'm going to have to pay $5 out of pocket, so they give me the opportunity to raise my right hand up and swear. Now, there's a couple bootlickers out there that I'm gonna harm them. And when I say harm them, I mean I'm going to drag them into court. That's what I mean by harm them. There's 3 anonymous bootlickers. I'm going to say their names. One of them, he's a serial killer, right? He's bragging about, you know, going to Iraq and doing all type of shit, right? So one of them, I forgot his name, Stevie something, some silly shit. He's one of them, bootlicker. He reaches out to these agencies. He gives them the auditor's detail. He causes harm. He doxes. He puts out auditors' information out there. That's one bootlicker. Another one is called P. Kicker. Another one is a government employee called Gorn Barlow. And what Gorn Barlow is a bootlicker. What Gorn Barlow has done is he's a government official who admitted he's a government official, but he told me he wants to stay anonymous because he has too much to lose.
Goat Boy's been talking the same shit for almost 4 years. When the hell you gonna do something, boy? I'm waiting for that knock on the door from the sheriff for my doocy take-em. I had to look up the word defalcator. I didn't know what the hell that meant. Someone who misappropriates funds or property, particularly in a position of trust. So I guess that would be someone who manages property, maybe in a trust fund or something like that. I don't understand how trolls could be defalcators. I don't know. But who the hell knows? Let's carry on.
But here's the cute and wonderful thing. There's a a major bootlicker out there that I'm going to be taking down, and I gave him fair opportunity and fair warning numerous times. Right now, that bootlicker, I'm not saying no names, but he got a channel, and right now, a couple of days ago, he just received a complaint for sexual harassment. Now he has a sexual harassment complaint on him. This is just the very beginning. This is just the very beginning. This is going to be so fucking frightening. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to intertwine these 4 or 5 bootlicker channels together, right? I'm going to make a well-documented complaint. First, before I do that, there are about 2 or 3 bootlicker channels that I set them up for fucking failure. 2 bootlicker channels came at me about 4 or 5 months ago. They're hurting the heart that they're so fucking pissed off at me. For some reason, I don't even know who these people are. I mean, I got their address and all that because I did a... But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give these people an opportunity, 2 bootlickers, new bootlickers. I'm going to put on a post. I'm going to mention something slightly about their channel name. And I'm going to give them an opportunity for their fan base. I'm going to give them 7 days or something around that, 4 days, to prove if I ever contacted them or if I ever said something disparaging about them. They're not going to be able to produce not even a single item. This is going to show you that 2 brand new bootlickers attacked me numerous times, over 10 times. They created videos. It's not regular videos. I would understand if it's freedom of speech, that's fine. But they're stepping into sexual harassment and they're stepping into anti-Semitism. Why do I say sexual harassment? Is because they're mixing ethnicities. They're mixing people's culture with fucking goats, right? With having sex with goats and nasty shit like that.
Goat Boy wants to play the victim, and he thinks he's the victim of ethnic cleansing or some shit. I don't know. You know, Goat Boy thinks that this meme right here is somehow sexually harassing and demeaning to Palestinian people. I don't see it, man. I don't get it. Yeah, it's funny, man. You should laugh about it. It's got some humor to it. It's a parody. You know what a parody is? It's not a parrot that flies around in the bird cage. A parody. Yeah, you don't understand these things because you're not from America. Is that what the problem is? It's a language barrier. I got it. Yeah, that's what it is.
Right? So I'm going to give these 2 people an opportunity to show their people that I did my good faith and not ever fell to their fucking demonic ways and their garbage. When they're not going to be able to prove that I attacked them, this is when I'm going to sting them in and ring them in into a real nice complaint. It's gonna this is I'm on now. I'm not playing any games with these people. So with that being said, they're all going to be part of a sexual harassment complaint on top of something way larger than that, which I'm not mentioning now. I'm working behind closed curtains. Okay, so these bootlickers, they're going to be part of a sexual harassment enterprise, basically what I'm saying. And I have their addresses, which means I know exactly where they live at. And the complaint is going to go so far out and broad, right? And for the bootlickers listening right now, as a matter of fact, I'm not going to mention them right now because I want to keep my word that I never mentioned them, not one time. Again, I'm going to offer them an opportunity to make a video about me and show if I ever addressed them or if I ever talked about them, which they're unable to. I'm going to use that against them when it does go into the court of law. Now, for the 3 main bootlickers, like I said, P-Kicker, Savvy, that other fucking idiot, and Gorn Barlow. These are 3 major bootlickers that are remaining anonymous and think they're going to remain anonymous for a long time. But here's the beautiful thing. Like I told you, this is what they're going to hear. It's called Deuces Take 'em. They're going to be served with subpoenas because now what I'm going to do, I want to find out who the fuck these people are. Once we start that litigation, we're going to start dumping in affidavits and paperwork into the court that's going to contact YouTube and have YouTube Give me these people's information, give me their fucking full name and their address where we could serve them and have these people come answer in the court of law.
The hell does an affidavit have to do with anything? Oh my God. You know what? Goat Boy talks way too much to the tribe. The tribe is another self-described constitutional law scholar, just like Chili. It is Deucey Takem. Oh my God. Does he know what Deuces Tecum is what it's really called? I wonder if he knows what that is. Do you have any clue what that is, Goat Boy? Any clue at all? Anything? Anything? Now, for those of you out there who are wondering what Deuces Tecum really is, here it is. You know, it compels you to bring certain evidence to court. Maybe not you, but your attorney. Yeah, it could be anything from income tax returns, bank statements, things of that nature. Yeah, it just compels you to bring certain documents to court for evidence.
Yes, this is what we're going to do. We're going to have the court, we're going to have the judge issue subpoenas to YouTube to find out who these anonymous fuckers are, because these people are causing harm and they are part of a sexual harassment enterprise. Beyond sexual harassment, it's way much more deeper than sexual harassment. I'm talking death threats. I'm talking beyond that, even beyond death threats. Okay? So now the major bootlicker right now that causes all this hate and commotion and all this shit that I'm talking about, he's going down as we speak. I haven't even began yet. I sent out 2 or 3 letters, sexual harassment complaints, right? It's one thing when you have freedom of speech. Sure, you have freedom of speech to call somebody an idiot and call somebody this and that. But you cross the line now when you start bringing in their family members and you start, you know what I'm saying, doxing and using sexual impotence and shit like that. You know, you start associating man and man's religion and goats and fucking all that garbage. This is something you have to answer for in front of a jury of 12. When I made it very clear to these demons and these devils that I want to have nothing to do with them, I put on post on my channel that I said, I'm through discussing with these people for a year and a half. I made it very clear, right? So I just wanted these people to go as far as they can so I could gather as much information on them incriminating themselves, right? But it's going to be very fucking beautiful once we begin this shit. I'm already plaintiff in 2 cases. You could look me up. My information is out there, propria persona, right? But other than that, there was an encounter that happened yesterday at a park district. I'm not going to say what park district it is, but that park district caused me harm like no other government agency caused me.
I don't think Georgie Boy really understands the definition of sexual harassment. I've said many times on this channel before, I taught classes for the EEOC, and sexual harassment was a big topic. Yeah, because the last thing any company wants is a lawsuit for sexual harassment. So we have to be very clear when we're teaching a group of people what sexual harassment is. These days in the workplace, you got to be real careful. Those jokes, you know, even 10 years ago, those jokes that used to be okay, they're not okay today. Yeah, I'm telling you, Goat Boy, nobody's sexually harassing you. No, just because we post a cartoon of a goat and say that you fuck goats, that's not sexual harassment. No, it's not. It's not even bestiality. It's not. You're stupid as hell. You have no brain. You're insane in the membrane. Got no brain. Georgie's insane.
So with that being said, I'm telling you right now, if you folks believe you've seen auditing and auditors, you have not seen nothing yet. If you believe you've seen high-tech shit on my channel, you have not seen shit yet. Wait till these people start giving me an opportunity each and every single time to raise my right hand up and pay $15. $5 for a notary, which I could get for free at the bank, or and $10 to send them certified. Okay? So there's the clean part. So you bootlickers out there that think you're anonymous and you're untouchable, it's not going to go good for you, because the 3 names that I mentioned, P. Kicker, Gorn Barlow, and Savvy, whatever the fuck his name is, I gotta look him up. you're going to be listed on a sexual harassment complaint. That's just the small part. The sexual harassment is the small part. The larger one is something much more dangerous than sexual harassment, what you folks are a part of. So this is RICO. It could be RICO. I mentioned this 6-7 months ago. It could be on the grounds of RICO. It could be on the grounds of menacing over state lines. You know what I'm saying? This is some real deep criminal shit that I want to be responsible for holding these motherfuckers accountable, holding these bad actors accountable. Why? Because you cannot disparage my name. You cannot disparage my reputation. You can't lie about me and say I go around and harass people. Why? Because there's no proof of that. My channel, my 500 videos on my channel, are half of them are getting government to do the right thing, right? Without affording no apology or none of that. So this is when these folks start crossing in that line. It's a whole different script now, and we're gonna do something very nice for you folks.
I can hardly wait, Go Boy. The suspense is overwhelming. You've been talking about this for a long time. When are you going to get off your ass and do this lawsuit? Oh, man, we all want to be dragged into this nonsense. Come on, Go Boy. Stop playing around and file a lawsuit already.
We're going to do something very beautiful for you folks. But I just wanted to get that out there real quick. Those 3 names right there. Gorn Barlow, he admitted he works for a government agency. He admitted that, what is it called? That he seen my vehicle leaving a government entity one of these days. He sends me hate mail. He sends me, you know, religious garbage, all type of garbage, right? And so now once he starts getting involved in all this shit, he's going to lose the public trust from the government agency he works for. Now, for these 2 other auditors that I'm going to give them a fair opportunity, I'm going to put their name in my community section, and I'm going to say, hey, look, you 2 bootlickers, I'm giving you an opportunity right now. Since you folks have a following, show your followers any piece that I came at you or I went back and forth with you. You folks put out 10 or 15 sexual harassment garbage goats and all that because you're following your fucking satanic leader with no morals, no ethnicity, pure trash. You followed him and you wanted to start using these anti-Semitic slurs, right? And these people, all these people are doing is they're affording me an opportunity to rewrite the anti-Semitic law bill. So I could go and show that to the people in office and say, no, you folks need to also include people of Aramaic descent and Arab descent, not just Jewish descent, for anti-Semitism. And we're gonna use these fucking people that think it's okay to be anti-Semitic because the people are Arab, right? They think it's fine to make jokes about goats and men fucking goats and all that garbage, disrespect religions and ethnicities. These are the people's faces. This is what we're gonna use to show proof exhibits onto why we need to have this government rewrite the anti-Semitic bill.
Well, I don't know what the problem is. It says right in the Quran what you can do with goats, doesn't it, Goat Boy? I don't understand what the big deal is. Oh, Mrs. Audit them sits at home and waits on the love of her life while he's out foiling everything. She looks so beautiful on her wedding day. You remember that, Georgie Boy, your wedding day? But you don't have any kids yet. Your mom's so upset.
So it's a gift and a curse with these demons, right? We need these people's trash to better ourselves, to point fingers at these folks and teach our children not to be like them. For the motherfucker Frauditor troll in Canada. Frauditor troll in Canada. I'm not even going to mention him. Well, he got something coming too, okay? Jonathan Hudden, right? Because he's still, yeah, he's keeping quiet. He's not putting my shit out there, you know, bullshit videos about me. But he's still collaborating with Satan. He's still allowing Satan to run a fucking bullshit over the people. So with that being said, I'm telling you guys, man, we have something very nice lined up. This is all. This is a fight between Good and evil. That's all it is. This is a fight between good and evil because these folks are in deceit. This is a fight between right and wrong. Jesus Christ, he flipped over the tables on the tax assessors and the attorneys because they were turning the church into money schemes. Okay? Well, with that being said, I'm telling you folks right now, wait till I start putting in these community posts. I don't know, what do I have, 20 videos unreleased? This whole week I've been out auditing full time. Anyways, be on the lookout for that, man. This stuff that I'm telling you, if when I tell you something, yes, it may take a long time for me to do it, right? But I'm going to do it. In God's will, I'm going to do it. Okay, it might take longer than expected, but it's going to be done. And I'm telling you right now, man, with them 3 bootlickers' names that believe they're anonymous, no. Once the court grants me permission to subpoena YouTube to find out these folks' IPs and who these folks are, to have them come in and answer for all the shit they did, it's finalized. And that's just the fight with the bootlickers. I got 2 fights. I got a fight with the bootlickers, and I got to fight with these defalcators, these violators of the law, aka bad public servants, right? They work hand in hand. Well, I'm grateful and I'm thankful for the support and everybody on my channel. And be on the lookout, man, because we're going to be doing some things that's making changes here.
Georgie Boy, I don't know how you're going to get into heaven and get those 40 virgin goats if you don't straighten out your ways. Oh, dearie me. Well, you know how Goat Boy is. He's going to file the doocy takesums and the affidavits, and what the hell is he mumbling about all the time? Man, yeah, I got a bloody headache. This was a long video, and I feel bad for you, son. But I ain't got no 99 problems, and you ain't one, that's for sure. Hey, stay tuned for 5 more minutes of this dumbass. Roll that clip.
An ordinances book. Yep, that's correct. Come again. Is there any reason why these officers are here? I got permission.
Sir, you cannot film me here.
Because the information you're providing is unlawful.
I don't want you filming me.
Call the sheriff. I have permission.
I don't want you to film.
Don't get close to me. You want to go that route? What is the reason for calling the officers here? I want to know what your job title is to see if you're able to assist.
Who are you?
Who am I? Who's the one who called the officers in the first place? Because this may become a legal suit now. This is transparency. I'm conducting an audit. While I wait for the clerk to show me the statute about freedom of information, I need to do an inspection on the town, city, zoning and ordinances book. I have permission. I have permission. I have permission to film here, sir. Ma'am, please ask your superior before disrespecting somebody of the public. Where's the water department for this town? Don't yell. I'm talking to you softly. Why are you yelling at me?
Sir, please stop recording me.
Okay, I need to do an inspection.
I understand that. Please stop recording me right now. You do not have my permission to record me.
Okay, is your facility open to the public?
Not currently.
Not currently, okay. Okay, can you comply with my request? Where's your water department? Ma'am, you're totally wrong. This will become a legal matter if you choose to go this route. Should I go over FOIA law with you?
No, I don't need to do that.
Show me the statute.
Sir?
Can you show me the statute?
Sir.
Who are you with?
What do you mean, who am I?
Who are you with?
What do you mean? I have the right to record, ma'am. I have permission here with me. I'll be waiting for the statute. Thank you. I'll be waiting for the book, sir. Ma'am, this is going to turn out a legal matter.
Okay, sir.
This is going to become a legal matter. Please comply. Pass. I got a pass. Along with an inspection on the zoning and town zoning and ordinances book. I'm going to be conducting some business here. I'm going to be recording it. Ma'am, it's up to you, ma'am. There may be a suit in the court of law for non-compliance. What do you mean who I'm with, ma'am?
I don't know what you want.
I don't know why you're giving me a hard time or a bad attitude. In order to do an inspection on a book readily available. Hi, ma'am. What's your first name?
How can I help you, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Can you tell me what's your first name?
Who are you?
The budget book, ma'am. I need to do.
I don't have it. If you want to have a seat, I'll ask.
Sure, that's fine. Ma'am, I have permission to film. I have permission. I have permission here. Well, you see, the thing is, my good man. Anyhow, compliance is the key, folks. Where does it state that? Ma'am, I need stamped copies of these FOIA here.
Can I help you? Yeah, sure, possibly.
I'm acting as press, ma'am. First Amendment.
And I also have permission here with me.
Okay, ma'am, you also have to abide by 2635.101 basic obligations of public service.
Sir, I'm abiding by the statutes. It does not require a name in order to obtain record.
Okay, well, you're talking unlawful. You're talking incorrect. That is not true what you just stated.
Come again?
Very rude.
I'm not rude. It all shows on camera. You're the one who's rude.
Well, anyhow,
No one really cares.
no one really cares. An inspection, if I wanted to take digital photocopies.
No, you cannot.
Absolutely, I can,
No,
ma'am.
you cannot.
Please comply with the law. Are you refusing service? Just tell me you're refusing service. Hand me over your business card and you will be hearing from my lawyer. If you go ahead and record, that means you're creating a public record and you cannot delete that off your personal phone. Your personal phone becomes a public record.
That's fine. I'll record it.
Okay, well, sir, there's options to conduct business in person. You can't refer everybody to online. I'm not going to refuse my identification. However, I have not committed any crime. You cannot articulate that I have broken a law. Here's what I will tell you. Ma'am, there's no expectation of privacy in public.
You could just call me sir.
I'd like to file a police report of non-compliance about a employee that works here. Sir, I don't answer any questions.
You don't respect me. Why would
So therefore, I'm not obligated to provide any identification in this matter.
you talk about my wife? What does my wife have to do with anything?
No, I'm not providing an address, ma'am. I'm doing a general inspection.
What does my wife? Why put up a picture and say that's my wife of a goat?
Not in my uniform, however, I do have my clipboard with me. That is not lawful, what you told me.
We're gonna have a ball at your cemetery. We're gonna bring you a rose, okay? We're gonna bring you a rose and we're gonna say you were dishonorable. He's attached to the affidavit too. He's part of the enterprise. You drew first blood. Just like you do with all these auditors, you draw first blood. In the next 3 days, I'm going to have a criminal enterprise community section, and it's going to be real well detailed. I got an attorney that's helping me draft it up and write it up. Scumbag. You're just a plain scumbag, man. You want to say why I'm upset and stuff. And we're going to prove that you are breaking U.S. code. If I really wanted to be petty, I would take you to court.